The morning light fills your eyes and you try to sit upright. You're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Welcome to Greater Morrow. I must say, quite a dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah, well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of our locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you get out there and catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back before sundown, before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on that time. It can really creep up on you. Alright, welcome to a new game. Today we are playing Dredge. It actually looks like it came out a couple weeks ago, but it popped up on my Steam library as something fun, and let's give it a try. So if we hit tab here, we can go to our cabin, see our job. We have to catch fish for today. And if we come out of here, we can undock. So now we're just getting a little tutorial about how to drive our boat. And then we can look around, rotate, and we can come over here and catch some fish. So we'll go ahead and start catching fish, and it works by just tapping the button as you get those green areas, and then we catch a fish, and we put them in our little grid storage area over here. So we will fish this area until we run out. And we'll just keep piling our fish over here. Looks like our stock went to low, and now it's depleted. So we will leave and go to the next spot out over here. Time only moves as you move or fish. So see, time is frozen. Now we'll go forward. Time moves a little bit. We did update, and it'll tell us when and where and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and fish here. Looks like this is a different fish. Alright, and yep, we got a new fish. This one is an L. So it's kind of a sort your inventory type game. And keep doing it until this one runs out. Oh, it is. Alright. And let's go to this next spot over here. Oh, we did get another fish to look at. Cod. Perfect. So heading over to this spot. And it looks like this is the same fish as the first spot. Pretty easy so far for gameplay. It does get a little, I don't know if harder is the word, but we do have some story elements. If we do hit the yellow, we get a I don't remember what they called it, but a trophy fish, I believe. I should have just saw. Grab that, and we have room for one more. All right, and so we will back out. And we will head back home. Days are pretty fast, as you can see. We're already to 5 p.m. We can turn our lights on if it gets dark. Right now we have just our cabin light and that one that's kind of hanging off the back. And we will go into town as it gets dark here. And we will dock and sell our fish. Oops, wrong button. I thought I was docking. Alright. You step onto the dock at Greater Morrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. Ah, I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off into town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel, yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go toward paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So to recap, You'll need to sell fish to your local market, pay off the debt, and in turn, keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understood? Off you go then. Sell those fish while they're still fresh. So we'll head over here to the fishmonger. We have to pay $50 for our ship, which is a pretty cheap ship. You enter a squelic shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around the downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fisherman, eh? Surprised they found a new one so fast. What happened to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out there. It's not a life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for that fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Other towns on the island might pay you different. But while you still got a debt outstanding here, I suggest you work on paying it off first. So let's see what you got. Alright, so we can mouse over and pay them individually, or we can just hold F and pay for all, or sell them all. So there we go. Our debt went down 24.38, and we got some money. And we will leave. The mayor is standing outside the fishmonger store. Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here, I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you can make something of it. Why don't you take it? Alright, so we got a research part. Go ahead and stick it in our boat. Oh, one last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she was able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. Alright, so we can head over to the shipwright. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to your damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is up front, and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take any damage from the rocks or any damage at all, I can patch it up, mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the holes she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look round. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install, so plan ahead. Alright, so we've got special areas on our ship where things can be attached. We can get a faster engine to move a little faster, a light, or what we're going to buy this first time is a shallow fishing pole, because and that's going to take 2 hours, so 2 hours of our time passes, and now we can fish in coastal and shallow areas, as you can see up here. And we have $63, which I don't think is enough to get another engine to put in our engine spot. And I don't think it's enough to get a light. Nope. Alright, so we will exit here. And it looks like we don't have any other quests, so I would say for now, since it's a nighttime, let's go ahead and rest till morning. And let's head out and go back to fishing. So now we can do shallow and coastal waters, which I believe the shallows are like the area we're over now. Or maybe that was coastal, I don't know. But this one's probably coastal. We can see right here, I hope this is shallow. So this is something we can now do that we couldn't do before. So we'll go ahead and fish up this new fish, and it is a Gulf flounder, and it takes up quite a lot of spaces. But hopefully that means that it is worth a lot. So we'll go ahead and catch a bunch of these. Alright, and that's depleted. Oop, come on. So let's move on to this area over here. And there is another town over there, but let's keep going on the story-ish that we're having now. Paying off our boat. Oh, that's it for that one. So let's go over here and check out this spot. This is the little L-shaped one. So we'll go ahead and stick these in here. Oops. And if we don't have room, we can stick it here. So let's see if we can get another spot here. And we have to leave here, but let's see if maybe One of these is the straight line fish because that could... We could fit one more of those in before we head out. So let's... Yep. So let's pull up one of these. Stick it there and call it good. Not sure. Those look maybe different, but we're full. So let's head back into town. Oh, we did get something apparently. Oh, right, the flounder. Okay. Head back into town. And we definitely need that new engine. Go ahead and dock up. And we will head to the fishmonger. I've had a special order come through from a customer. If you can fulfill it, I'll pay the above normal prices. Tell me about the order. They've asked for 1 Gulf flounder and 1 gray eel. Just bring them in when you have them. You'll need to have a rod that can handle shallow water fish in order to catch those. The shipwright should be able to sort that out for you. Have you got any fish for that order? Yes. Just leave whatever you got. I'll keep the order on ice until it's ready to go. We have a flounder. Perfect. Alright, come back when you have everything. Now to regular business, eh? I don't know you do it every day. These old bones wouldn't cut it at the high seas. Go ahead and sell that. And we will head out. And we're almost done paying our loan. So let's go over to the shipwright and let's get that engine. These are both the same. And actually ours is a little better, but having 2 of these will actually be nice. And then we don't know what to do with that yet, so let's head out. And 6:30 is pretty late because if you see when we get to this black, it's nighttime, which I'm not sure what happens at night, but they're telling us to avoid. So let's rest until morning. There's no cost in waiting until morning, so as far as I know, I mean, time ticks to the next day. A henchwoman approached you from the steps to the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension. Why are you here? I've come to fish. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. Okay. Oh, the mayor has something to say. Just a person I was hoping to see. Will you be sailing out east towards the Little Marrow? Will you give this package to the dock worker? Sure. So we'll go ahead and take this package. The mayor hands you a small damp package bound in string. It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. Alright, that was a hard word to say apparently. Let's head out. We will do some fishing on our way there. I think if we go on our map, we can see that this is where we need to go, and that's where we are. So let's go ahead and stop here and do some fishing, because that's after all what our job is for this one fish. And then I do believe this might be the eels. And as you can see, our bar is actually a little different. This one works a little different. And sure enough, there's our eel. Oops. So this one works by switching back and forth between the two. The 2 different bars. And that's it. So let's keep heading this way. And we will grab these fish right here. Perfect. These are the L ones. They kind of fit around our engine parts, which is good. Perfect. Let's go here, and then, oh, I was gonna say we have room for one more, but we don't have one more, so let's go ahead, and these are the big flat ones. I don't think we have a spot for those, so let's stop right over here. We'll dock. What? A delivery? Let's see here. He tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. This'll do nicely. I'm to pay you, I suppose. He hands you some money. I was given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. You'll surely get more use of it. He pulls a crumpled book from the back pocket and hands it to you. A number of pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin. Perhaps you can read it while you're out in the water. Stop by for a chat anytime. I know how lonely it can be. Alright, so if we open our inventory now and we go to our cabin, we have a book. And if we click it, we will read it while we're out in the water. We also updated our encyclopedia with the eels, and we still have this task, and we finished the other tasks. So, let's undock, and we'll start heading out, and we don't want the flounder fish, because we don't have room, but we'll head back to town because our hold is full, unless a fishing spot opens up. With the 2 square fish, we'll do those, but it doesn't look like we're gonna get lucky. So we'll just head into town and sell our fish and complete that order. So let's dock here. And we will head to the fishmonger. And he's asking if we haven't fished the order, because we do. And let's go ahead and give him the eel, and that gave us a lot of money. So that's definitely, doing those orders was worthwhile. It looks like good. They should be pleased with these. I've got another order here. This one's a little more curious. They want a couple of squid and a whole black grouper. Don't see many people fishing squid these days. They only feed at night, and well, you know what nights are like. Good luck. Alright, so let's go ahead and sell all of our fish again, and then we'll go ahead and leave. And I think, yes, that looks like we may have paid it all off. The mayor is walking quickly toward you. He seems to be in a good mood, with a spring in his step. Fantastic news! Thanks partly to your efforts, Greater Morrow is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I've granted a consent for the shipwright to expand her facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger service. He might have something to talk to you about soon. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen to be here with us. Alright, so we have a dry dock now. This is the dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even superior hulls. We'll need a decent stock of hard materials for those projects. Lumber, metal scraps, that sort of things. How do I get those? There's plenty of decent materials around the coast from various shipwrecks and lakes. I'm sure you'll find your way to get them. Materials assigned towards upgrades will be stored, so no need to worry about to have half of what you need. Alright, so here's how we upgrade. It looks like for this one we need 2 boards and a metal scrap or screw, and $50, and this will modify our cargo spot to hold lights. This one will engines, this one for a net, and this one for rods. And then it looks like once we upgrade something, we can get a new hull, which has a lot of material and adds more cargo space. So that's cool. So we'll go ahead and leave there for now, since we don't have the money, but we are going to be shopping at night, so we probably should be considering a light. We have $214, so I say we splurge and get the 750 lumen over the 5 lumen plus 65 feet, because they keep saying it's foggy out there. So let's go ahead and take an hour to get the light installed. We will exit, and because we need to shop at night, or fish at night, we will head out now. So as you can see, when we turn our light on, we now have a light in front of us. No idea what that does as far as gameplay yet, but we'll find out. So it looks like we may have found the squid here, which was part of that order. So let's collect a bunch of these. Oop, and we got a nice one. To make sure, I don't know if you get extra for trophies, but I'm not going to risk it. Okay, and that is out of stock. So something I didn't show off, because I didn't know we still had it, already had it, was we have a scope, so we can look around, and there's another squid over there, and we can't collect dirigibles yet. And squid, gray eel. I guess for now, as you can see, oh, I should probably turn our lights on because it's dark out. So something with that eye means we're scared. I don't know how else to put it. It means we're scared. And that has something to do with how well we do at night. So we don't want to be scared. And like I said, I'm not quite sure exactly how that goes. Oops, sorry. So we got our 2 eels, but I'm not seeing anything else. Is this more eels? So I guess for now we'll just get that. There's another fish they wanted in the order that I didn't see. So we'll just load up on eels and get out of here before we get more scared. Oops, another gold one, perfect. And that's all of them. So yeah, exposure to fog and other things can increase your panic. The lights, bright lights and sleeping will reduce it. So yeah, I don't know what that means. Like now we're supposed to be reducing it because we're in bright lights, but yeah, so we'll just have to watch the eye and see how it changes. But it's almost midnight. Have you got any fish for that order? Sure thing we do. So let's go ahead and return these 2 fish. And then they were looking for the black grouper, which is that icon, which is what I was looking for with our telescope. Telescope? Spyglass? Spyglass. So we'll go ahead and sell the rest of these. And we'll return to town, and then we'll definitely take our rest until dawn. Although we do need to find those other fish, but it's better that we sleep for now. We did get the squid, so for right now, let's head out. And I guess we'll just do a normal day of fishing. In fact, why don't we go a little bit farther out just to... Oh, okay, that's just saying there's a buoy here. Fantastic. And see, I know that some of these fish are considered oceanic, I believe, and we cannot... So if this one has a line, if you see, this is a dredge. Okay, so that's stuff, not fish. This is probably oceanic. Yep, so we can't do this one either. Looks like sharks or something. So we need to get better fishing poles. Oh, something happened. So we finished... Oh, no, we're 50% of our book. Shoots. Oh, I just never looked at this. Okay. I didn't notice this. We are reading this book, so we're 50% done. I do see a bottle over here, so let's go ahead and pick this up. And now we have a message, and I'm not sure if this is supposed to hint anything or not, but I'll leave it on the screen for a second. But yeah, they're random bottles. So that looks like a dredge spot. This looks like fish. Oh god. All right, awesome. So I guess I can show off what happened there is we lost the square. So that's how damage works. And if there was a fish there, we would have lost the fish. Oh, this is a new fish. Okay. A stingray, very large. But luckily they fit real nicely up there, and that's it. So let's head over here. Grab some of these. Oh, we'll see if we can get them. Yeah, that's probably it. So let's leave. And we will swing into here. Grab some ellfish. Okay, that's all we can get there anyway. And let's just head in. Because we're mostly full. Oh, we did get a new fish. Stingray. Very cool. So let's head over here and dock and sell all these. Alright, head to the fishmonger. Oh, I found a book out back. Could be useful to you. Alright, so he has another book for us to read. We can only read one at a time, so we'll just finish the one we are. We'll go ahead and sell all those. And actually, as you can see here, I think we can only get 3 damage before we're in trouble. So let's actually go to the shipwright. Your boat's looking a bit banged up. I can repair that for you. So if we hit T, enter repair mode, we just have to tap one of these, and it's going to be $30, and she'll fix it. Perfect. And then we can get out of repair mode. And I don't really think there's anything else left for us to buy. We have another fishing pole spot, but this one here is a shallow, which is that one. So this one is operational, 10% fishing speed, 40% fishing speed. So hey, you know what? Why not? Let's sell her this one for a loss. And let's buy this fancy one just to see if the fishing speed is worth it. It'll get us closer to nighttime. So yeah, let's head out and we'll see if we can find that other fish real quick as it's nighttime. Going out here, just trying to look for some splashes. And then if we go into our... That's an eel. Oh, there's a new fish, and that actually does look like the one we need, so let's head out here. Our lights are still on. And I'm hoping this is the one we were looking at right here. Nope, this is squids. Okay. Here we go. And we will start fishing here. And I'm not sure how that rod feels any better, but there we go. We got that black grouper. We'll go ahead, and just get 2 of those. And then let's beeline it home. Just because, remember, fishing also passes time, so we don't want to stop to fish and... Oh, that's not good. Okay, we'll turn that back on. And we finished our book. Okay, awesome. So that is a 10% chance to not reduce fish stocks when catching a fish with the rod. 10% chance to not reduce fish stocks. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what that means, but let's go ahead and start reading that one. Something big and glowy over there. And we will dock here, and we can complete that order. So let's head to the fishmonger, and we do have it. And we will take and give that in, and $83 wraps it up and hands us the money. I didn't think you had it in you. Night fishing is a tall order. Been meaning to talk about a new business venture I've been considering. Crab pots. I got one here for you, in fact. It's a bit banged up, but you could fix it at the shipwright. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab that. And now we can do crab pots. That's very cool. Should be pretty straightforward. Just drop it at sea anywhere and come back in a day or 2 and check on it. I've got a customer after a fiddler crab and a common crab. Both species can be found around here. Alright, so let's go ahead and sell our fish. And let's see if the shipwright can... Looks like you got some of our equipment could be fixing up. We can repair that here. Alright, so... R, repair all. And there it goes. So we now have a crab pot all fixed. And I think that is going to do it for today. We will head out and we will... Well, let's check our pursuits, I guess. So we need the crab. And there's our new back grouper. So anyway, we'll head out tomorrow. And we will set that crab pot down and keep fishing. So thanks for watching. Hope you like it. And we'll see you next time.